Well, good day to you wherever you are. You join us on a day where the weather just may have an impact on a football match that has been much anticipated. It's dry at the moment, but the forecast is that it will be wet, perhaps very wet by the time the game is underway, and certainly by the time of the second half. The crowd, though, are here, and they are in good form. There's a right old cacophony going on. The atmosphere's terrific, and kick-off is moments away. Up he gets! Goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted, into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Manchester take the early advance. Massive leap! It goes to show he is human after all.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Idrissa Gueye. Harrison. Hit long and direct. Yeah, he's fouled him there. So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Well, this is a very real chance, and should it go in, it could be a big game changer.
Oh, the ball's come loose! Get that clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Harrison. Just brushed off the ball there. Hoists it high. Now he's gone for it! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll goes for it! Everton are trailing against the run of play. Bernardo Silva. Real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Lovely bit of skill there. Gets up to head it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Everton can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Turns and goes back. Grealish! Could fall kindly. It's broken loose. Still got it, needs help. Ruben Dias. Keane gets his foot in there. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Forward it goes. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Has a pop! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
for a goal kick. Harrison.
Manchester have made some interesting moves in getting their fullbacks to tuck in.
Yeah, bright approach, isn't it?
Yeah, so many fullbacks now just want to get forward, Peter.
Foden gets on the end of it, and the ball has a hit! Going through, gets into some space. Tries to get it forward quickly. Everton are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Grealish. Towering header! Harrison is flagged offside. Bernardo Silva. And he's there to cut it out. He's got it on the right now. What's on? Hoists it forward. Surely a shot. He's had a shot. They've scored. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Everton grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
Idrissa Gueye. Ruben Diaz positions himself well and cuts it out. Keane gets into the right position to intercept. Oh, good take in a good area. Pinged forward. And the whistle goes for half-time. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And we're already back underway here. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. That intervention was very necessary. Idrissa Gueye. Good idea, just poorly executed. What a ball this... Shot a goal! Massive goal!
Well, this guy is just not your average footballer. Alert and sharp. And while one or two others were still digesting the manager's half-time team talk, he's already delivering another lead. What a good player. Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
And it's Grealish. Grealish tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
He's had a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
And that has been cleared. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. It's a brilliant interception. Bernardo Silva. Questions were up. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Well positioned to make that interception. That's a promising ball. He's got away. That's a throw. Gets it into the middle. He proceeds it all the way. Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva plays it out to the flank.
Well, the omens aren't looking favourable for them because they're chasing the ball too much.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. 2 changes being made right now. And it's played forward. Lobs it in gently. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And a shot! Goal! Again, we are level. What a contest! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Look, get your seatbelts on because this is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride. Manchester showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Big chance! And they're back in front.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Manchester get themselves into the lead.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that. Manchester have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Goes for goal! And that could come back to haunt them.
That's a great response though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
And it's Gay. Tarkovsky. And he's cut it out.
Everton are definitely not going down.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And it's Stones. Well, no doubt someone is being given... Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That's the through ball. Oh, going for goal! They've done it! They have stolen level at the last! Simplicity itself.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
All square again into the dying minutes. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He gets past his man. Grealish. Chance! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And the referee brings it to a close. Everton have done it in dramatic fashion, a massive test of character, and they passed it with flying colours. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation.
And the shot!
It's come back out! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Manchester have been the more adventurous for me and productive, and now they have to add that clinical bit.
Good idea, just poorly executed. He's got options out wide. And it's Stones. Fling tap! It's in! Saka. Rice. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That's great strength on the ball. Rodri. Good ball, it's found its target. Hits one! Goes for goal! Has a goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Battles to win it back. Neither side yet able to find the net. He's had a goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Hoists it high, has a pop, and the follow-up, and he's done it! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate, and we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Has a pop! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Away from immediate danger. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken...
Goes for goal! Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Rodri gets his foot in there. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Rice drives it forward. Ake does well to read it and intercepts. Shapes to shoot! This could fall anywhere! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Stones. Looking for space out wide. And the counter is on. Lobs it in gently. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Rice. Manchester are leading with half-time drawing close. Gets it back. And help's available out wide. Gets away from his opponents. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Plays it out to the wing. Ball's out on the left now. That's a brilliant interception. Hoists it forward. He's in, surely! Swept in. A real chance if he can get through. Here comes another cross. Good clearance and very necessary. And the first half is done. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. One that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Manchester, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Rice. That's a decent ball. Well read, he sorted that out. Defence has got rid of that. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Manchester get it back again. Manchester can't seem to retain possession. Rodri. Rice. No way through there.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Timely intervention. Cleared without complication. Floats one over. And that's put paid to a promising move. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Is it out of harm's way? He's got the ball, he's got the space. And he's cut it out. That'll be a throw. Kovacic. Just brushed off the ball there. Managed to get it all wrong.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Merino.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
Looking to break out here.
Donnarumma simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn.
Tries a shot! It's good distance on it. Sticks in a foot to win it back. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well weighted. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Well played, he saw that coming. Kovacic. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. How about a shot?
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And he's on it, going for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. And it's Kovacic. Stones. Has gone out. And it's Stones. Stones pumps it into the area. Now it's Kovacic. Played into the middle. It's gone a long way up and away.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
No, that's not the ball he wanted.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It is just a question of running down the clock now. And the through ball is intercepted. And it's played forward. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
That's not going to make it.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
He's gone for it! back of the net! And with that goal comes comfort. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into...
And there goes the final whistle. Manchester emerge victorious here, and it's no more than they deserve. They were simply the better team. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Manchester will walk away happy from this with such a show of defensive solidity and maturity.